squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. Taking on a participant from the playoffs last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the running back. And the visitors have nothing doing as they are greeted rudely on the opening play of the game.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. It's complete on the right side. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Scanning the field, it's Overton. Grab near the marker, it's Lawson. At the 45 on his way. He's loose on the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. All kinds of time before he fires right. Oh, it's picked off. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. And I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. At the 20, he's got space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Got to start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
The give to the back. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened back.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, running back gets the give. Creates a little space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision. Good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Denmark. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Now he's looking into the middle. Makes a grab on the shot. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Touchdown, Penn State! Excellent pass by the back on the option. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. To the air, it's Overton. Quickly out to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Direct snap. It's Jackson. All by himself down the middle. Past the 30. Inside the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
So now it's second and long. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking for a man. It's Overton. Going for the big play. It's picked off. That's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
And the Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go right back to him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get the first through the air. The sure hands, it's Smith. There he goes. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 35. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Dances away. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he puts through the extra point. Good work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lane. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Toss sweep right. Shakes off the defender. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. That carry puts him over 2,500 yards for his career.
And it's been really fun to watch this guy's development in college football. He's gotten bigger, stronger, and faster, and every game just seems to get a little bit better. That's a pretty nice milestone to hit.
A nice milestone, nice consistency, nice durability. It takes you being healthy, and this guy's really done a good job throughout his career being that lead guy and putting up numbers.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. To the air, it's Overton. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
First one's on its way, and the leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Penn State! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution with that punt return.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the Trojans want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
To the air, it's Overton. Hauls it in. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. Across the 25. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Back to throw, it's Overton. Here's the pressure. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Looking to throw again. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, Their offense is back on the field, but now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down, and, of course, they're in field goal range.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. The lead is down to a field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Martin. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Denmark. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Oh, they're after him. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. He lets it fly. Makes the catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. 1st half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Buys a little extra time. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick down here on the goal-to-go situation. They break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And it slips just inside that right upright. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Running back searching for a hole. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And that's the extra feel you get with this team. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big third down conversion.
Past the first down marker and still running. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator, because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lane. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll try it over the left side. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Fires to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got three DBs, three corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pass.
Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with the receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Bringing the heat. Complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, if you're on defense now, you're down 2 possessions in large part because you have not been able to affect this quarterback getting a pass rush. Didn't do it there. Who knows how many more passes you're even going to see in this game because of the lead the opponent has. But when they do throw it, you've got to be able to find a way to get home.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last.
Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're 41.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the 1st down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the 1st down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this 4th down manageable.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
To the air, it's Overton. He's going for the big play. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He's got him this time. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. And that's a 1st down for the offense. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Overton. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Turning it on. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Leaves it with the running back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Motion from the wideout. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Back to throw, it's Overton. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Men don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. Now, the offense is in an interesting situation.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, USC! Quick strike through the air for the score. Late in the game, and the confidence is building. If only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Dropping back, it's Overton. Got his man on the right. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Breaks the tackle. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeper. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we got to show him things are about to be different.
On the run, it's Martin. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Courtney. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Back to throw, it's Overton. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Trojans moving quickly to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to fire. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds a tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Makes the grab inside the 30. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Looking to throw, it's Overton. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete on the comeback.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They just keep firing. That's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Give him 96 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Fires it down the seam. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Pulls it in on the right. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And the Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He fires a bullet to the right. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And you can see this offense, man, they found something, and they want to push that ball down the field and be aggressive. They're not afraid to take shots and try to make these big plays. So if I'm a defense, man, I'm going to get back on my heels a little bit.
The run to the left. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team